Alright, we're getting ready to go out for an autocross session. Nine 9:16 in the morning. It's only 68 degrees.
No, you just got the volume down.
Oh, okay. Okay, thank you.
Perfect. I see that thumbs up. All right, gentlemen. Let's go ahead and get both windows up. Now, Jeff, you're going to be falling behind this gray 166 when we get rolling, okay? Don't follow Jordan, this gray one in front of you, number 17. You're going to wait for this group to lead first. Look on over to your left here, and then you're going to fall behind the silver 166. All right, if everyone could, please go ahead and push your foot on the brake, pull up on the D for drive, and then hit that M for manual mode. Russ, Chris, and Michael, you're going to follow me up first. So I'd like to say good morning, everyone. I know I didn't get to work with y'all yesterday. My name is Star. It's going to be me and Jordan working with you this morning. Jeff, go ahead and pull up right behind that gray 166 there, or silver 166. We're going to taxi our way up to autocross first this lovely morning. Now, for those who've never done autocross before, it's a little smaller. Well, maybe I'd say a lot smaller than the track out here. It's a slower pace, slower speed, with very tight corners. Autocross is basically a whole bunch of cones out there, and your goal is kind of to get through the whole course without taking any of those cones out. You don't want to hit them, bump them, or move them. If you end up hitting or bumping or moving any of those cones, it's a 2-second penalty that'll be added to your time. However, here's the good news. This morning is just practice. So we're going to do 3 runs. All just practice runs, so kind of get your idea of the track layout and what the grip feels like. If you hit any cones this morning, not really a big deal. This afternoon, we're going to come back later, and we're going to go to the exact same course layout. That's when you want to get a little more aggressive and then really try to avoid those cones. Because this afternoon will be your competition time. Alright, now the one thing I did not talk about when we get up there, you will see it. We're going to go ahead and take a cruise and taxi through the whole layout, so don't worry about that. 4 tall orange cones, stop box. So when we get going up there, we want to make sure all 4 tires are stopped in the stop box. Again, you'll see it, and I'll talk a little bit more about it as we get up there. Now let's make sure our formation is nice and tight as we're taxiing along, about a car and a half apart from each other. We're only going 15 miles an hour, so we're not going very quick. Let's make sure we keep that formation nice and tight. Now, as far as gears, you're going to be going from first gear to second gear pretty immediately, and then you're going to leave it in second gear and just drive along. It does not have turning cones or apex cones out here on this layout, so just keep that in mind. You kind of have to figure those things out. Alright, let's follow me around the whole entire layout here. As you can see, Jordan's giving you a demonstration on over to your left. Alright, so the first place where I'm going to put you is basically our staging area. As you probably noticed, between yesterday and today, the majority of our exercises have a staging and a starting area. Now, your goal is to sit in the staging area until you see the car leave off the start line, and then you're more than welcome to go up to that start line. So this little area that we're pulling into is a little cone followed by a set of 2 tall highlight yellow cones. This is our little staging area. I want everybody to gather on up behind me. We'll be sitting right here up until that car off the starting line, which is kind of dead ahead and over to my left. Once I get everybody behind me here, we'll make our way to the start line. Alright, let's go ahead and roll forward here to the start line. I want everyone to follow me through the whole exercise. We'll just get a quick just drive through and get an idea of the layout. So shift up to second gear. Again, the next set of tall yellow cones is your start line. This is where we'll line ourselves up. For now, let's just go ahead and follow me, and we're just going to cruise on through. Now, again, I'll be coaching you from outside here and kind of guiding you through the corners. Guy, come on down and follow the group, please. Now, notice how I'm starting out wide, and then I'm trying to turn into the corner. So, initially, this is a late apex. You want to kind of late apex through every corner, start a little wider, and then I'm tightening it up to the right through each corner. Again, don't be afraid to experiment, see how fast you can go through these corners. This particular track is pretty grippy. You tend to have a little more understeer than oversteer in this particular course, so you want to make sure you get a good brake before you turn into the corners, and then by all means throttle your way out. Again, looking around, that visual scanning is going to be super important. As you can see, there is a whole bunch of cones, just a sea of them, honestly. But at least we got it chalked out for you guys, your lines. Now, as we get to the end, see these 4 tall orange cones as you drive up to them. This is where we want to get the car stopped in this box, okay? Try not to have the front end pass the last set of orange cones, because this is going to be the big one. This is a 5-second penalty if you do not stop that car in the stop box. Alright, Russ, I'm going to lead you right up to the start line again. I'm going to go ahead and pull away once everyone gathers up behind me, and then I'm going to get myself all set up here and get ready to time you guys. Alright, Russ, once I go ahead and move, let's go ahead and make your way up to the start line. And then, Chris, you're going to sit put right there, or stay put right there, the first set of tall yellow cones. I'm going to get out of the way here and get myself all ready for timing. Alright, Russ, so make sure you're in manual mode first and foremost. Let's make sure you hit start recording on your PDR. As you get going, just remember immediately shift up to second gear. You are all set to go. Alright, you're going to set up for that first left. Chris, come on up to the start line, please. Good, and then you're going to be turning into a right. Get a little throttle out, set up for another left. Here comes the longest straight on this whole entire course, so give it some fast. Then get ready to set up for a right. Good, a little bit of throttle, set it up for a left. Into another right. And get the car stopped. Perfect, nice job. Alright, Russ, go ahead to the back of the line. You're first right here with a 50.09. Alright, Chris, make sure you're manual mode. Hit start recording on your PDR. You're all set to go. Shift up to second gear, set up for that left. Michael, please make your way up to the start line. So again, guys, as soon as you see that car move off the start, go ahead and make your way up to that start line yourself. Set up for another left. Alright, Chris, here comes the longest straight. Give it some throttle. Go, go, go. Set up for a right. Coming up into another left. Into a tight right. And make sure we get that car stopped in the stop box. Full brakes. There you go. Nice job. All right, Chris, let's go to the back of the line. Your first run here with a 41.16. All right, Michael, make sure you're manual mode. Hit start recording on your PDR. And you're all set to go. Shift up to second gear. Set up for that first lap. Into a right. Coming up into another left, and here's the longest straight on the track, or on this course. Give it some throttle, set up for the right. Good, into another left. And into a tight right. Alright, nice first run, Michael. Let's go to the back of the line with a 41.75. Alright, Jeff, make sure to hit start recording on your PDR now. And you're all set to go.